normally you see that scenario, but not in so deep into a choke point as they often were on short. But anyway, that's enough about the old map. Time for the new. SK starting on the CT side. Maybe that will be a sigh of relief for them. We will soon find out. Where is Mr. K-Tex playing? He is going to be by a connector. Cold Zero falling back, trying to keep the range, trying to reach the position with his teammates. Fallen off to a good start.
Oh, Fallen, yeah, very good start. A double for him. In comes the Glockstow, and they will have their sweet vengeance. Fur to fall, Sacco to fall, and now really the hope lies on K-Tex. SK's cold, he's low, but he's in an unknown, he's dead, and so is it. Never mind. I mean, I don't know, man. It's just everything. I was trying to make it sound good, but then everyone just died.
When you started with the no to fall, I was so expecting it to go with "Look what are doing it." Have you seen that clip?
No, I haven't actually.
Okay, yeah. No, yeah, because you did. You guys did the summit, right? With LD. Yeah, it has a very infamous Dota clip from I think it's from TI3, where Liquid are upsetting. Liquid are doing it.
Nice. I love LD, by the way. He's awesome.
Yeah.
He's an awesome dude.
He's a nice fellow.
He is super nice.
Very good caster as well.
Yeah, he is. He's a good commentator.
I've never...
You should treat yourself.
I don't know anything about Dota.
They're pretty good at helping you understand. Although I did play a lot, so never mind.
That's cheating, Dad.
Yeah, I did actually play a lot, so I do actually know exactly what's happening. But it's maybe a different case for SK. They may not know what's happening as they are sort of being trounced upon. They're being chewed up and disposed of.
Put in the bin.
No, have you ever had the artichoke, right? I mean, when you have artichoke in a restaurant, like most of the time, I get a small piece of artichoke and it's soft and it's nice and you can eat it. But then when I was on Catalina Island, I had some artichoke and it was... Oh, that's interesting. It was the artichoke flour, and I went too deep, and I literally couldn't actually break it down by chewing. I was chewing it for about 10 minutes, and I was like, "Why? I've got to spit this out. It's going to look disgusting, but I have no choice."
How? Oh, because of chewing, right? I was wondering the entire time. I was like, how does he? What
chewing,
did he? How? Where's the reference?
Sometimes you got to chew.
Do you know what a really fancy word for chewing is?
I think so, but what tell me?
Mastication.
Yes, I did know that.
Masticate.
My science teacher loved talking about mastication.
Mastication is fantastic. It's a good word.
He always found a way to say mastication. He was a short man.
What is that? Does that? I don't know how that's relevant. You just say these things. Just say things, James. Just say things. Sometimes it's really. Sometimes it's profound. Sometimes it's funny. Sometimes it's completely meaningless. But you never know which one of those three it is. And sometimes you have to think. And sometimes it's just like a red herring. That's a red herring.
Sometimes it comes to you an hour, a day, a week later, and you realize, oh, that he is a genius, isn't he?
You're just all about the red herrings.
So I hope to have a lot of these moments when I'm sitting on the plane back home. Just give me like, oh, sitting there laughing to myself, like finally getting all of James' jokes.
Or maybe that's just the point at which you've reached insanity.
That could
maybe
also
it's
be
a joke for people that are insane like you, James.
You know, maybe that's
your audience.
I'm not measurable.
Maybe I'm
at scale.
The second I think I figured it out, that's when like the air masks drop from the ceiling.
Guys, because the low pressure. Come on, save yourself.
Yep.
Two-man spray down for Fallen. He knew exactly what they were up to. He heard the clang of metal, perhaps, and he punished them for their insolence. Fallen has died for his sins. They will name a street after him. And the rest of his team will try to do well to his memory in this round. They have literally no more grenades.
Yeah, but they have the man advantage, so they can just sit tight.
They've got guns, yo.
They have great positions. They've got this retake thing on B going where the attacker is safe with the AWP. You can get the pick and then just survive. That's fantastic. That's perfect. They've got 2 players who can rotate quickly from the A bomb train towards B. They're not exposed to Ali, really. They've got coverage on Ali as well. So they basically have really ideal positions with what they have now, and it's going to be hard for Liquid to break it.
One of the issues they could potentially run into with the slow approach here from Liquid is the fact that the guy in Ivy is not likely to be in a position to actually help them out properly.
That is an amazing shot from JDM. I almost said JW because it's so fast. But JDM is doing a good job for his team. Twist as well, but he's now the last man standing as JDM will go down.
Well, that's not the last time we'll hear that today. SK, they win the first buy round. Crucial time for them. And they're making Liquid spend money early, which is good. Yeah, Fallen. Too experienced on this map. He knows what's up. Feel it. Embrace it.
So Liquid, they did great damage in that previous round, if all things considered. So they're in a good position to try to reset their opponents, but this 2-man setup could be good. It is. Fallen with a double, the sacrifice of Cold, and Taco appears as well, an unexpected 3rd player.
Yeah, definitely more comfort to be had for the SK on train. I think in some ways it's simpler for them to deal with, at least on the CT side.
Yeah, I'm more worried about what's going to happen once they switch over to the Z side, honestly. Just 3-man aggression towards the inner bomb side is something SK have been doing for some time. Not necessarily in that kind of a manner, but with having 3 people push aggressively into dark walls. Still not going to deter Liquid from moving forward. And still 2 players on that inner bomb site.
Oh, Taco's repositioning has cost his teammate, and it's cost SK the B bomb site. And it might cost them the round. Unfortunate timing for him. Not sure what the plan was, but he left his teammate wide open, and then he got traded. Twist. There he jump.
Oh, you heard.
Yes, and now he looks for Fallen. AWP versus AWP. One would assume that Fallen scoped in. He doesn't have a kit, and his barrel may reveal his position. Oh my god.
That is unfortunate.
That is absolutely ridiculous. And he finds the kit on the way as well. That is that would have been colossally awful
for SK
to lose that round. Yeah,
absolutely. And I mean, given how kind of they approached each other initially there, I would have expected Twist to win out that duel as well if they both just immediately clicked mouse 1.
That is
hoping for the no scope. I'd favor Twist in that situation due to the angle.
That's one of the cruelest things I've seen recently.
Hopefully it doesn't let Team Liquid deter, or it doesn't deter them. To be fair, they did kind of salvage the round initially as well, if you think about the fact that they were down to a 2v4.
Yeah, I mean, perhaps it was divine intervention for SK, who were trying to put these missiles away. Flames around the pop log area, but Cold Zero's gunner will do most of the damage. Fallen will get a Molotov kill. And only 1 play will be lost, so that's a good round from SK. Liquid should be back on the bye.
Yeah, it's going to be limited utility on the sides of Nitro and Twist, but you can get an op on JDM and still a fair amount of nades on Elish and Stanislaw. So curious to see if we're going to see something simplified, like an A-take, or if they're actually going to pick up the pace and try to bring it to SK early. Fallen, very aggressive here on inner.
Does he get away from this? Does he want to get away from this?
How aggro is he planning to go?
Yeah, Taco is very far away from support in this situation. Fallen going wide, so he's not exposed to the high ground, but there he goes further. Nitro, oh, Molotov will force them back. Maybe Taco will take up the mantle in the forward position. Oh, he's missed a shot. And Taco's not in a position to trade. The smoke will go down, and he may be exposed over the smoke. He's got to be careful. Minute 15 on the clock, and the T's move away for the most part from this position. Around towards main, and perhaps they'll send people towards Ivy. Indeed they will.
Taco's still playing very aggressively on inner. This might catch SK off guard here. Curious if he's going to back out, yeah, as soon as he gets the op while the smoke's still down, but that's very risky of him as well. If he gets caught out in that situation, then that's most definitely a bomb site lost.
Elish will hear all of that. Is there a read to go back towards B? Is there time? AWP's been picked up. He may play the ladder as well, but the frags will come in towards the A site. Trades continue. 2 versus 4. SK heading towards the reset button, and it doesn't look good for them if they do get reset. Liquid all over this A site, but SK are staying close. Looking for an opening, looking for an early advantage, but
not much to be had here if you're SK. Holding on to the op, letting Fallen go crazy with that in the following round is probably the best option you can go for right now. It seems like they've realized as much. And Liquid on their end, with pretty much having 0 bank, don't really have the luxury of being able to hunt after.
So far, SK are having a better time of it.
I mean, if you set the bar at where Inferno was, then
Yeah.
sure,
Oh, yeah.
sure,
Yeah,
but
of
you're
course.
not setting a very tall bar.
I'm just trying to be a positive human. That's
Are you
going
dead?
to happen. And I mean, it's not too hopeless with this buy either. It's a couple of FAMAS. I mean, they got the Orb still and Fallen, so life is fine and dandy. To be honest, though, SK typically would always do their best work on the CT side, and it was a lot to do with Fallen, how he plays around that green train. And here comes the push, fast into Yard, the entry for Nitro, and that won't stop it. Cold Zero, he'll take Capex as well. And the smoke for Ali. Cold is just doing everything. He's just done everything. He's done everything, James. Now they can plant the bomb. It's great. Oh my god, Taco in from nowhere! That's a problem.
and that's a bigger one. Flashbang comes in. Taco appears to be well positioned. Spots JDM on a ladder, and he knows all the information now. But can his team get the kills? They need them. Peppering with the Tech 9, but not quite landing the shot. There's one player down. Fur touching the bomb. He's got a kit. He's drawing the players out, but he's blind, and he will fall. Taco, Fallen rather, the last to get punctured. And Liquid managed to recover the round despite a massive play from Taco.
Yeah, very well done. Very well played by Stanislaw and JDM. The fact that you never saw Stanislaw actually moving out through that smoke unless he had a flash for him, primed by JDM or himself, which allows him to get that extra couple of seconds to get into position to make sure that the bomb is not being sat on. Obviously, hitting their shots as well. JDM removing the threat from E-Box.
And removing everything else because SK are left without not much to offer in this round of Brazilians. With grenade in his hand, but still alive. That may send K-Tex in the same direction. It's a nice grenade.
Whoa.
What? Impressive.
That USP though. Ooh. Cold sort of one-upping his teammate.
Well, inner bomb site is open for business, and Liquid are about to figure that out. Whether or not they opt to push forward or not remains to be seen, but bombs are going to get planted nonetheless, and they already have their backs covered here. So, difficult retaking coming from SK Gaming. If they opt to actually go for it, they also could go the route of saving 2 ops.
Tap. SK decisions to make. Taco seems to be abandoned ship. Cold Zero's got an off angle, maybe trying to get something else out, maybe hiding in plain sight. Taco is scavenging.
Really wants that smoke, doesn't he?
Ooh. He's got to be careful how he shoots it. And he manages to get it.
That, I love the detail there. Just going for maximum value. Oh, we might get a kill here. Oh.
Well.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Cheeky.
6-3 for Liquid. Having a jolly old time. Here is that one dig. And here is the real.
I love that this is one of the highlights
Yeah,
of the
this is awesome. That is very well played. That's deserved.
Outstanding.
I am glad we have replayed that. Good job. Flashes inside for JDM. Making plays. Got the AWP there in the forward position. Looking for Cold, looking for Fallen. That's where they play. Stanislaw defending Fallen just oncoming straight into T main there. I think perhaps a flash was followed with him, but it's JDM to have full reign as he moves towards the green train. And this is a really big problem because if he gets set up here, his teammates can start to explode onto the bomb site. Cold still playing a passive role around Ali. Could be an issue. The smokes have been refreshed, so Cold can't easily shoot them in the back. But here comes the T's spilling out onto the A yard.
They are all over this yard, Team Liquid. Maybe sensing some weakness in the coordination of SK with a stand-in, and it does seem like Liquid have found the hole to exploit, and boy will they exploit it. 7-3 now. That's where we're headed. And the loss bonus is rising for SK, and the deficit is rising at the same time. The waters may turn deep. Perhaps they will drown on train. Everyone alive for Liquid. Bomb planted in the middle of A.
No reason for them not to go aggressively for the hunt here.
Look at Furman, he's got all the grenades. He's like, if I can save just all of this goodness, just all of this, then don't throw a grenade. Yes. That's going to feel good. He doesn't have to buy a single thing, except maybe for a teammate.
But a scout for Fallen, I'm assuming? Yes.
That's lovely.
Oh, right now, it's honestly not that different from what we saw in Inferno. It's Team Liquid just having their way with SK.
Here it goes. Grenades everywhere. Isn't it pretty? It's pretty. Elige has found his way into similar positions as to the last round for JDM, but without similar success. Actually completely whiffing his shots, putting SK in an interesting position.
Gets JDM through the smoke. It's a bit of a parting gift before he gets taken out, though.
Twist is actually a monster, though, so we can't really discount him. He's doing his best at the moment to impress upon SK a sense of fear as to his presence on this yard, this train yard.
Still a couple of smokes out there for them to use as well if they want to block off any starting locations. Won't be necessary as K-Tex actually just kind of walks into a peek into yard.
He's so good. He's already got 3 kills. He could very well set up a quad kill. Nitro will take down another player. It's just Taco now with the AWP from Connector. It's unlikely to see a jump peek from the T's. There's the bomb planted. Will they check for Taco? They are aware that there's a blind spot. Taco rounds the corner. It's Nitro with the headshot, but it's Twist who saved the day. It's Twist who got 3 kills back to back to back by himself in an otherwise hopeless round.
Really was. These two frags especially open up the entire bomb site, and then K-Tex with a wide peek. Team Liquid, even when they get off to a bad start in the round, able to salvage it. We saw it even in the couple of rounds that they lost as well. They're making it expensive for SK, even if they start off with a really bad starting point.
Indeed.
Taco.
I was convinced that that was over. That was all over for them now.
Taco should not make it away from here, and he doesn't either. And there's no rotation in place either, so now we're going to see Liquid once more get a pretty easy bomb plant in on the inner bomb site, also pushing forward like we love to see teams do. That means rotation paths for SK have been severely limited already, and well, they're going to have to hope for something special for this retake to work.
Well, they have... Well, he's dead. Never mind. I was going to say...
They have fallen.
He is a special factor, especially with the AWP, especially with the first kill that he got, but yeah, it's looking laboured. But still, they have a man advantage. They'll be going for this one. Elige a bit better this time, as opposed to in comparison with last round. But Stanislaw's the one who's left, the man that has been heralded to be a fantastic decision maker. Will he have the right decisions for this?
I don't understand the bomb plant, though.
It is a terrible plant for what they were.
I honestly don't understand side plants on the on the lower end side of bomb train, ever.
Expand, elaborate, expand.
Because you
Elucidate.
have a train blocking your entire field of view as a T. So why do you plant there?
If you're able to take the rest of the bomb site,
then you have, like, if you're able to basically stay alive like all the way across the entire bomb site, then you've already won the entire thing, because that means that the CTs haven't been able to rotate in. There's just no good reason for them to opt to go for a plant on that side of the bomb train instead of taking the higher position.
Right. Yeah.
Oh yeah, sure, yeah.
And they got the bomb site for free, and there's no way there's no way they couldn't have known it.
Well, they did get a fast pick onto Fur in this round, Liquids. And this could work out really well for them. They could just completely smash SK's economy with a win in this round. KTEX making a forward play in T main rather, so that is something for SK as far as information is concerned. And a play with him will be Fallen in the middle of the train yard on 8.
Very early rotation towards the inner bomb side as well from SK. Stack it up with 2 players. Probably as a result of KTEX forward position that allows them to do so.
And that was a really important frag, but it's not round ending at all. That Stanislaw dies there. Would have been awesome for him to provide presence for Liquid, but it's not the end of the world either. As we can see, they can start to shuffle into the lower site. That's a good trade onto Cold, just a 1-for-1. With even numbers, that's okay. No block with regards to the vision and smokes and so on for Fallen. He's going to get a clean shot onto Nitro. Almost a second there, but it's Twist. Who else to stop him? Twist is just insurmountable. It eventually will get a kill onto him. It's a hard man to take down, but KTEX is there, but he's on to 19 HP, and JDM with the overkill gets the AWP connection. That was a close one, but Liquid will breathe a sigh of relief, having reset the economy of SK.
I wonder if Sliggy enabled the occlusion sound on the observer machine. Because it's like the clings and clangs of the trains sound different to me.
I noticed that earlier as well in Europe, but I didn't want to say anything. In case it was
Something
always
about
there
the
for
metal,
years.
it's very different.
It's cool. It adds more to the game, more depth to the game. He does not confirm nor deny. Politician Sliggy. Okay, thumbs down. Thumbs down from Sliggy. Okay then, Fallen having a good time with the scout, and he is dismantling, dismembering Liquid.
And Twist is dead, so is surely. Yes, Hope is dead.
One bullet.
The Undertaker reaping all the souls. I suppose that would make him a Grim Reaper, actually, not really an
There was a
Undertaker,
game called Soul Reaver, right? What is a Reaver? Is a Reaver like a Reaper?
Let me find out for you, James.
Reavers, I've only heard very, very bad connotations with that word, but I can't specifically say what it means, so I'll wait for Alvin. He's got his phone out.
In the meantime, Liquid... see, that is not... You didn't hear that
new.
before.
That's new.
Yeah.
That's
really annoying.
I like it.
I hate it.
I think it's cool. There are Molotovs everywhere.
Nice.
Again.
Yeah, it's a good outside take from Liquid.
It's carnage.
It is actually so mad to follow this. Just everybody free-for-alling over the A yard. Now it's down to 1v1. This is really just battle royale. Who needs, PUBG when you got this?
Wow. A Reaver is a plundering forager.
There we go. Yeah. So yeah, I've heard bad things associated with that.
Plundering forager.
Yes.
Nice.
It's like a Viking.
Fur
Hey now.
is going wide to make sure he cannot be flanked. Will he see the bomb? Is the bomb behind the train or on the train? It's hard to tell from the X-ray. It is elevated, so I believe it's on the train. Oh, he spots Nitro. Nitro is low, and SK gets 6 rounds on the board. So you have to wonder if 6 rounds on the CT side is enough. We will soon find out.
Indeed.
And it's 6 weapon rounds at that as well. So If they could pick up a pistol, there's definite chance of them bringing it back. But again, we've seen this 9-6 lead happen, I think, 3 times today in total, and all of the times it's the team in the lead that keeps winning.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be alley pressure. This is a very typical pistol. CT is looking to meet that with their own aggression. A flashbang. It's going to be a 1-for-1 though. Re-flash, re-engage. But are there to be refrags? Twist in the corner by the dumpster, by the skip, whatever you want to call it, the bin, the trash, the disposal. He's now going to be put inside that bin as it's Taka with the frag, but still, just action continues all at alley. What is this?
Report.
Everyone at alley, everyone dead by Taco's hands. The master of the alley. And now it's just JDM just wandering around, just like a lost soul. What is my purpose? I think he's found it.
Oh, dear.
Buddy. Oh.
He has got to be pissed.
That's one of those kills where, oh sorry, the situations where I really like, I sympathize heavily. I'm like, that's bullcrap.
Look at Taco's, the way he snaps to the second guy. Boom, just.
That's just completely on his head, his face.
It's got USP as well.
I just don't understand that.
Should have had a P2000.
I just don't understand that. How is that a thing?
That's madness, isn't it?
That should not be even
Is
a
that?
thing.
I wonder if that's one of those. You know, with the older models, you could turn slightly, and it would do weird things to your model. Like if you turn to a 45 degree or something, it put your head in some weird place.
Like it changes the hitbox, you mean?
Yeah, but so it makes it very difficult to hit the head. Obviously, the models have changed since then, but that is a question mark.
He must be raging. I would be raging.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm not really raging, but I would be
he doesn't really
raging.
do anything wrong either, right? Like he's aiming at the head, shooting controls.
He even took
standing
his time.
still.
Yeah, he took his time.
Perfectly still.
Yeah. Then he got CS Goad.
So just trying to play against the Force Fly now. Sorry, the Eco. Eco?
Taco had like 40 HP as well. Maybe 2-3 bullets.
I think Taco was even lower. Lower HP,
possibly. So he was two or three bullets away into Kevlar.
Yeah. It would have been a very, very doable position for JDM to.
But either way, plenty of situations like that have come and gone, and people have benefited or come out on the worst end of it. It is the current nature of the beast, and it has improved in fairness.
Like the new metal sounds like there's somebody just sitting like, I don't know, with a milk. What do you call them? Milk container. Just like slamming
milk
into
bottle.
it. No, not a bottle. Like the ones you have on the farm, the metal ones.
I don't know.
Oh, God, that's really annoying.
I have no idea what that is.
Speaking of P, it's like a pail.
Well, let's find out.
Like a bucket. They're talking about like a bucket.
Yeah, but it's
like a pail. I think it's called a pail.
Yeah, a milk
think
pail.
Is it a pail? Pail of milk. A pail. I'm not sure.
Okay, James, find out.
I know less about this than you guys do.
We know nothing.
I'm from the filthy streets of London. I don't know about.
Actually,
farms.
yeah, you're from the countryside.
I went to a farm in London and I put my hand in a donkey's mouth.
Yeah, that's
It didn't work out well for me.
that is really just so dumb. It's just ever been.
I tried. I didn't put it in its mouth. I
Yeah.
tried to hand feed a donkey. Turned out not to be the best idea.
Yeah, donkeys.
Turned out to be
especially.
awkward for a donkey to eat out of your hand.
Have you tried hand feeding an ostrich?
No,
It's not a good idea either.
I was hand feeding goats. You see, and the goats are fine.
Yeah.
So I was like, the goat's fine. What about the donkey? No, donkey struggles a bit. Can't really eat out of your hand without eating your entire hand.
So it is a pail. Okay.
There you go. Nailed it.
Thank you, Director Andy. Twists easily disposes of K-Tex before it gets taken out. Oh no, it's for actually takes out Elige. Twist still very much live. But yeah, back to the point I was making. Like every time some metal gets hit, it sounds like somebody's just like hitting it with a wrench or something. A milk pail with a wrench, just over and over again. Coldzera not gonna get caught up by Stanislaus' aggressive shenanigans. There's still a scout on Nitro, so there's still potential to do a lot of tag damage here, which makes the job for Twist and JDM a whole lot easier.
It's almost like a battle royale in the film. People running away, getting chased by guns.
You were talking about Reavers earlier. Have you seen Firefly, Halvor?
Yes, I have.
So yeah, so that's what I thought of was the Reavers from Firefly.
When I hear Reaver, I immediately think of StarCraft.
Yeah, also, yeah, that too.
Right, I don't think,
But
even think of Reaver, I think of the Korean commentators. Reaver!
Plego!
Plego!
timing.
It's actually amazing to listen to Korean commentary.
Yeah,
No idea what they're saying. They're just so excited.
It's the hypest thing ever. I love watching professional StarCraft as well, Brood War. It's one of my favorite things. Anyway, JDM. Oh, he gets the knee.
Yeah, just in the second that Fallen unscopes and tries to move away.
That is not nice.
Fallen not afraid at all, though, goes right back into the angle. Just like Nitro goes into first angle, and he's just going to win at the battle.
That's crazy. Because the team gets so much information from an angle, the legs showing, but doesn't manage to get the kill. Taka will finish off the job, however.
It's going to be forced down into pop again. Fallen says, no, you're not allowed to leave. And I'm assuming he's going to send out Taco first as well. Yep. Maybe a cheeky boost here. Gets spotted out by Leash.
And it's all gone wrong. Stan gets K-Tex. He's very confused with his name there. Don't know what's going on. And now how do you get in? You got Norp, you got an AK. Cole pretty much has to walk in and kill everyone. That's how this has to go.
Accurate.
So that's something that that's in his skills. That's on his CV. So at the top of his bio, can frequently be found walking in and owning everyone.
Yeah.
But it will not be the case this time. Maybe he embellished on his CV a little bit, like we all did. I haven't written a CV in years. God bless esports. God bless esports.
Screw CVs.
Yeah.
No matter how much time you spent on them, they're always crap.
Yeah.
For those of you in America, CV is... I don't know if they have CVs here.
Curriculum vitae.
Yeah.
They
Well,
definitely do.
I was-
They have resumes the same. Like
Yeah, resume is what I was going for as opposed to what the acronym is. May not explain it. Okay, looking for opportunity towards Ivy. And finding it. However, will there be a punish? Sound cues will be heard. However, K-Tex has taken the place of his teammate, and he has taken one in the face as well.
Taking the punishment for Fallen. That's what a good teammate does.
Right, Nitro. Got flash in for him. That's beautiful. Gets the information, gets the kill, holds on to the forward position in the train yard. Can't really be asking for too much more. Even has a leash to play off of when he's going for this pop dog defense. It's all coming together. It's all coming together. Can't really ask for anything else other than that. And SK sort of being picked apart in this round. Where's the money at for them? Are they completely screwed here? Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
They are completely screwed on the monies.
Yeah.
So all needs to get some damage in. He's trying to be a sneaky snake. The problem is he has no Kevlar as well. Oh no! Misses the free kill.
Jig is up.
20 seconds to survive. Oh god. Oh god.
Look, we're trying to wait out the time, maybe? Nope, they're not. Kill on sight from Nitro. And Liquid in a pretty solid position here with SK having to eco. To give them a chance to shore up their economy after getting double ops as well. So things are looking up. JDM not having the same kind of a game that he had on Inferno. Somewhat surprisingly, because you would expect an Opera to have more of an impact on a map like Train than Inferno, especially the CT side. Well, especially Inferno in general.
Numbers game towards the B bomb site for the Brazilian team. They will be heard by Stanislaw, and he will direct a well-placed grenade. That is a lot of damage indeed. A lot of damage. It's over 100 damage. Going to get one kill out of it ultimately, and the pistols may actually win the round regardless of the grenade. That's quite a transfer though. StarCraft aim at least looking everywhere, leaving Thur in a 1 versus 1 twist.
He's getting caught
He
in
is
the back.
position known, but Thur will come in from the back and win the round.
Stanislaw being a bit messy. That's
Yeah.
just spiraled out of control after that.
Normally we talk about Stanislaw having a very good decision-making and game sense. In that situation, he overcommits way too heavily. Obviously, he expects it to be a default bomb plant, and he wants to deny that. But you know, you have to consider at what cost you're doing it in any sort of scenario. So a bit of an overcommitment, and everything kind of spirals out, and that puts SK back in the game. So no room for Liquid to actually build up this bank that they so sorely needed.
Yeah, it's the worst time for that sort of situation to happen, so it's definitely not a good one for Liquid. They really must take advantage of SK stand-in. They really have to take these maps. I mean, it would be so impactful in the grand scheme of everything.
Because with 2 wins here, they would. I mean, they wouldn't surpass SK in terms of wins, but they would obviously get 2 extra losses.
Yeah, SK would be down to 3 losses.
4.
Which, is it 4?
Yeah.
They're playing 2 games?
They're 8-2.
Oh my god, I thought they were.
And I'm thinking Liquid is 6-2, right? So.
You're right, yeah. Interesting.
Well, SK look good to tie things up eventually. Coldzera finally lands the shot onto a Liege, and the gun may be retrieved. It will be retrieved by Stanislaw, and it'll be lost. Maybe Cold will try to hold on to this, but Nitro has ideas, has a plan.
Seems like Cold is fairly set on keeping that AK away from them. Not gonna happen though.
(11-11), pair of 11s, winning 11. Winning 11, I think, is the name of Pro Evolution Soccer in America. I mean, in Japan, sorry. I think it's called Winning 11.
Winning 11?
Yeah.
It's the name of the game?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Isn't Konami Japanese?
Yeah.
Why would they change the name?
Oh, M Bison is Vega, and Vega is M Bison.
Oh, I forgot about that. And then you have Boxer, and you've got.
Okay, someone said, well, I mean, producer said it's definitely Pez. Well, there is a game called Winning 11, which is called something else somewhere else.
Well,
but then
so,
maybe
so you try to pass something off.
Maybe it was in the days of when it was
caught,
international superstar soccer.
You were caught red-handed.
I'm going to
with your misinformation.
Screw you guys.
Wow. What else is a lie? Maybe the artichoke thing. Maybe that was a lie.
Definitely.
You don't know what he's lying about now.
Okay, so producer was lying.
Everybody's lying around
you,
here.
man,
We're the only honest people, Dan.
Can't trust the man. Can't trust the man. Seems all our producers are compulsive liars.
What about Siggy? Do you think he's clean, or do you reckon he's a fibber as well?
He's as clean as feces and theses, mate.
All right, reasonable, reasonable. Okay, well, moving away swiftly as possible from that, we have a very slow but deliberate outside take here from SK Gaming as it's Taco to the first man forwards, and that's an ambitious position to find yourself in. As we can see, it is laboured, it's arduous, it's heavy-handed, and ultimately unsuccessful. What are all those words I just said? Said some words.
It was well done, yeah.
There's a bunch of words there.
Yeah, he didn't want to say legitimately. Ineligible.
This is great because they have my back now because you just called them all frauds.
I'm going to get coffee. I hate all of you.
And you basically you said something very mean about Connor as well. So basically now they're all on my side, James. Now, what have you done?
The tides have turned.
There's a mutiny There's a mutiny.
The 2-year wait has paid off.
It has. It really has. I've been patient. I have been patient. Okay, well, SK not really needing to use patience in this round because they have decided to go for a fast pressure towards Ali, which was met by aggression from Liquid, which has perhaps affected them quite sorely. They're down to 3 players, so I suppose that makes sense. Stanislaw Can you equalize? That is a good shot. Get the pick on the Taco. Also some good information because Taco's position there really is suggestive of I'm just watching for flanks and activity here. I am not indicating any kind of a push. So they can definitely confirm that it's A. But in the effort of explaining what Taco, just seeing Taco there meant, the round was won by SK. They just marched into A1 round.
coldzera did that thing you talked about a couple of rounds ago, where he just walks around and murders everyone.
Moida.
Bobby Shmurda.
Yeah, man, he's definitely good at it.
SK back to equal footing at least, and Team Liquid sent to an eco. So we might see actually SK laboring their way back into a victory here and actually split series.
Ooh, nice catch. Ooh,
Nice return.
yes. Yeah, this is like a rally, a very short rally in tennis.
Dink onto Taco as well, so that's 2 low members on the side of SK. No utility though on Liquid's side to really help them out. So they're going to rely heavily on Stanislaw's aim here. There's no reason for Stanislaw to push through this smoke before JDM spots something. Oh, actually gets an accidental dink as well. So everyone on the side of SK is very low now.
Alright, Stanislaw, time to step it up. Ah, yes.
That's bombed down as well.
That is a fantastic shot. Elige is lined up for Deagle's sniper. Can he find the connection? Will Cold actually even push the angle? Looks like no. And Elige may be thinking that rotation with this cut, because of SK have cut noise, rotation is now possible. But the bomb is down. They must. Oh, Stanislaw's seen that, so
yeah.
he got the kill. So just got to watch out for the flanking player, which
It's
is coming.
Yes. Still a lot of utility as well on SK side. Flash. Oh, Fallen made about 15 elephant. Yeah, 15 elephants worth of sound. coldzera is still going to be able to catch up to Stanislaw though, but both the remaining members on SK's side can only take 1 bullet here from Elige. Oh, spotted. Oh, position given away, and that is unfortunate. It didn't really seem like SK had any intention of actually grabbing the bomb at some point, so that is very dangerous. But nonetheless, they survived the scare, and ooh, I was about to say, is that off going to be gone forever?
This score is close. It's closer than close. It is Rosie Gaines. Elige with a French gun. May prove to be a problem for him. Limited util for Team Liquid. SK very quickly into the pop dog position. That may have something to play into this later. Fallen boosted, and Nitro gets taken down very early indeed. Not often you see a boost like that, and it gives him a very early advantage. Elige still in a forward position. That's the M4 he wanted, the M4 he needed. He'll try to delay these players, try to maybe force an engagement, or maybe not. He's going beyond what you would expect. Taco and coldzera. Look at this, JDM moving in as well. Ooh, the pop flash, but Taco is maybe facing away for this exact reason. coldzera ready for it regardless, and Fur does wrap around. And Elige in the box.
Chris is alive, there is hope. That is a lot of damage though. He needs an AK, never mind. He is dead.
He died.
Yeah.
He died.
Like how...
Dead broke as well.
Like how, you know, was it Elige pushing the pop dog with the pop flash?
JDM.
JDM pushed into it, yeah, from Elige's pop flash.
I like how he got to like admire the guy's like jawline right before he got kind of like smashed in the face.
JDM
Smashed in the back
JDM's
of the
got
face.
a pretty good jawline.
He has.
He's got a pretty solid jawline. He's a handsome man. He's a very handsome man.
He's got massive jawline. Like he was sculpted by the greatest of artists. Now, it's looking like SK are going to have an easy time here. Not too much really to offer up from Liquid's perspective. They are just all over the place now, just trying to survive, trying to do something, anything. But the odds are too great. Brazilian power is too much. It's too much Brazil right now for Liquid to handle.
Too much Brazil.
Better believe it. Might be a Brazilian flag flying at the end of this round because SK Gaming, they're on a bit of a streak. Liquid will offer up a buy featuring the Orpa JDM, and he's only got 7 kills actually. And if we consider how many frags he was managing to find on the previous map, it's definitely alarming. I'm alarmed.
Would you go as far as to say that he has a superhero jawline?
I don't know what that is, so no.
Superhero jaw is a thing that people talk about. I wouldn't know how to describe it to you, or how to identify it, which is maybe why I asked you. CT side with some flashes, a smoke and a Molotov, and not much else. Cold Zero wielding the Dragon Law. Rip Bardolph's Dragon Law. Sold.
Need to finance these shoe purchases.
Oh, those were watch purchases. Watch purchases. JDM off to a good start. And maybe these are the key frags he needs. Cold Zero trying to peel open the B bomb site, but this is a total disaster for SK. And they may just have the money to hold this down. Fallen wants to do more damage, but he has to gamble, and he will not win. The house will win this time. The police. SK have the money to buy. They have another opportunity, another chance. But Liquid are going to be much better equipped now. They will, for the most part, or entirely have full grenades.
So will SK. Look at that.
Double up T side.
Yeah.
SK are one of the teams where this can be a thing. But still, the theory will be easier than the execution. Fallen looks for an opening, but Liquid won't give him one. And you wonder if this will be similar to Short A on Inferno, where Liquid just didn't give up the picks. And then SK were left lacking, left wanting.
Yeah, we have some staggered executes from SK side as well. So could be a bit of an issue if they don't find any early openings. Twist is going to back off as the smoke is about to dissipate. And now the push from SK side comes in as well, or at least the pressure is being put on in Ivy. Sending their stand in first.
Send him in. Send in the decoy.
Yes.
Human shield. Let's
Into
go.
the wolves.
Operating human shield. Oh, ooh, the shield fights back. What have we created? We've created a monster.
Well, Elige is a bit of a beast right now, at least. Finding 2 quick return frags and a third one onto Fur as well. Oh, connects with a 4 on Taco as well. Single-handedly saving Team Liquid from a certain defeat here. And of course, finishes off with the ace.
Why not?
Wow.
Why not?
Way too much mileage out of that, and they take 3 AWPs into a round where SK, for the most part, have $2,000. So you have to expect a fast play from SK, and this third AWP may prove troublesome.
Damn, he's killing everyone. Well, looks like overtime's coming, boys. Because
oh, they've disposed of one. I'm so happy.
this guy's equipment sucks. And they're going to rush it in. Going to try to rush it in. But there were grenades. So they must respect that. There is respect. Now it's time to go again. Green light appears. Fur makes the run down the green train. Gets decimated by the Liquid defense. And it looks as though it is about to be over here. Lige is just taking no prisoners. The jail cell is all filled up.
This is almost, I think there were some recent games where Elige just said no. You know, Liquid on the ropes and Elige said no.
Just like
Elige said no, you turn around like Neo and stop the bullets. They all fell to the floor, and then he gets to go at the end as well.
Was it Peter from HLTV that recently threw one of the stats out there about how many rounds, like Elige, if he gets a frag, then
they went like
80%.
Yeah, like a ridiculous amount.
But if he doesn't get a frag, then it's like 20% win rate or something.
Something absolutely atrocious.
And he's like, Liquid are way too reliant on Elige, which is an interesting summation from those stats. But I don't think that can ever really tell the story. I can tell you that there's a great player, but I mean, you could have said exactly the same about that Nico edition of mouse sports, right? You could have said exactly the same thing, but obviously we know that's not even the problem. So you've got to be really careful with stats.
It's definitely true.
Well, first off to a good start. You've got information towards Ivy as well, and maybe this is SK on the comeback. It's only 3 rounds per half, so these are big problems for Liquid. Finally getting a kill, finally getting 2. Is this another fight back from the North American side? The South American side making their way into the B bomb site. Stanislaw on the high ground, just keeping an eye on the proceedings, and he can raise the alarm to his teammates. He needs to stay alive though, because it's a long rotation.
Spotted tackle by Org Train as well.
Well then, Taco has announced his position. Stanislaw jumps up and slides down. Free frag for him, and the retake is on here for Liquid. No Molotov for Cold Zero. He's being teased around the smoke. There's a Molotov for the other team. He will be forced through, and Liquid recover. This is not the first round where this has happened. Lost the man early and fought back.
And back to the double ups we go. And
where we end up, nobody knows.
Important round for Liquid to win though as well, because if it's a CT, if you lose the first few rounds with MR310K, then you will be broke going into the last round of OT. So they've kind of escaped that fate for now.
Okay, Fallen, let's get this pop dog pick with the orb. This is the manly play. Get in that pop dog.
Grizzly manly play.
Get in that pop dog.
It's funny when you're deathmatching and like there's a 13-year-old on the server and he sees a Dragon Lord. He goes, "Oh, let me see it, please." Just like stands in front of your model, like, "Please meet me at long." But it's deathmatch, so you can't even drop it to him. He just has to look at it from third person, basically.
That's quite amusing.
Yeah.
Don't think I've ever had voice on during deathmatch.
And then he's like, "Don't kill me, guys! Don't kill me!" For making a play into the B bomb site, he has been this sacrificial lamb. The bomb is still towards A. Fallen delivers a kill. JDM taken down, but Elige is still alive, and he's proven to be an enormous problem. Speak of the devil, and he shall appear towards the B bomb site. Man advantage for Liquid.
Twist with that E-box position, but no mechanics, no engineering is required. Fallen dies, and with that, Cold Zero is left alone with a limited amount of health and even less options. So here he goes, and they can be anywhere. Welcome to Train. Welcome to Train. The flank is at some point inevitable, I guess, because the CTs are just waiting for him to take initiative and go for the plant. And that's a great information play. And Elige gets the kill, of course. How many kills is Elige on now?
It's close to 40?
35. 37.
Yeah, he's smashing it right now.
When you said welcome to Train, you reminded me of Welcome to Hell, which is what Galatasaray, a Turkish football team, would say to Manchester United fans when they would go over to watch a game. Welcome to Hell.
I thought you were going to go, welcome to the jungle.
No.
To be fair, Turkish football games are something in its own.
Those games were, even watching them at home, insane. Liquid 2 for 2 in overtime, and maybe SK's best chances have come and gone. Hard to argue that at the moment. 2 pistols on the 5 players. 2 pistols at best.
Twist is becoming, he's becoming more and more emboldened, I feel. I like it.
The young lad.
Yeah, he's understanding. He's like, I've got these tremendous powers. He's starting to understand how to use them.
How do I get from here to there?
The problem is, I guess the only sort of senior figure could perhaps be. I mean, they're all really young. I guess Stanislaw could guide him in his use of his powers. But anyway,
it's use.
So it's a good shot from JDM as SK reveal their grand plan, the scheme to try to bully the A yard. It's not working out too well though. It's just down to the stand-in, 2 HP. And Elige will just murder everyone. Another 2K. Is that 2K or 3K?
Yeah, 3.
Moida.
That's the 3K. So he makes it to 40.
Woo!
Only needed 3 extra rounds to get to that point.
It's only got 7 MVP stars though.
Yeah.
Operation Stay Away from Elige. Activate. Goes from strength to strength. Hopefully his ego remains in check, however. He is leading the charge, quite literally. He's got the BDSM gloves on. He's making his way towards the ladder room. In he goes. Why not? Of course he gets another kill on the board immediately. 12 HP. Will he be subject to grenades? He will escape before that can be his reality. Taco falling back. He needs to get around his train. He misses the shot. That is a crucial miss. Can't get one on a second engagement either. The Molotov, the CT to be forced through. It is match point here for Liquid, and Cold Zero is the last man standing, last man to fall. SK looked good for it in normal time, but it was all Liquid in overtime.
They actually managed to